5, 4, 3.
Start the fucking show!
You are listening to The Bad Boy Radio Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. This is that real shit, not that fake shit. The only radio show that's not afraid to tell you the truth about the game. This is The Bad Boy Radio Show. Remember, the truth is inside you.
All right, people. What's poppin'? What's going on? It's The Bad Boy Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. Miles, was good, yo?
What is popping, son?
Chilling, man. I'm chilling. So today we're going to be talking about how to know when you're being used by a woman, okay? We're going to be talking about that shit because chicks be out of here playing these games, and some of you guys are dealing with these chicks and you're wasting a lot of time. So we're going to, let you know what the deal is with that. You feel me? But before we get into that, all right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get into some news. We got a lot of crazy news popping off. So that is what we're going to do, all right? So you guys are listening to The Bad Boy Show.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.
All right, people, we are back on The Bad Boy Show. Yeah, man. So there's been some stuff, some shit happening in the news, man. So your boy LaVar Ball is back in the news because he was on this show, one of those sports shows or whatever. They talk a lot of stuff about sports and shit or whatever.
It's called the Herd or something.
The Herd, and so
because the guy the host of the show is Colin Cowherd.
Cowherd.
Like,
okay.
His name is Cow. Like, if you say his name fast, it sounds like Coward.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was too. Because I kept hearing people say, I was like, is this his real name or are they just calling him a coward? I don't know. But so LaVar Ball, he was on the show, and of course they were talking about his shoes and everything and all that. And then they had this chick. I don't even know her name. I don't care because she's whack. So I'm not even gonna put her name out there. But anyway, this chick co-host, who it's kind of weird because on the show they got LaVar Ball and talking to the host, and then the co-host is like in the back of them or something like that. Like
she's like behind. She's situated behind the guest.
Right, which is kind of weird. and so basically, what happened was they said that earlier, I don't know if it was the same show or if it was another show where she was talking shit about LaVar Ball, talking about, his sons must be scared of him and all this other shit. Cause, so she's basically taking a jab at his parenting skills, right? So while LaVar Ball is on this show, he's basically not trying to even talk to this chick. You understand? She's asking him questions. Right. He's not even looking in her direction. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? He's like, stay in your lane. I ain't trying to talk to you, all this other shit. And then so this fucking bitch, okay, she basically, what I'm saying? Like, and I don't even be calling chicks bitches, but I usually call chicks bitches when they really bitches. And this bitch, this fucking whore, okay, she basically tried to play the victim. She tried to flip shit around. She tried to, just basically get at him on some bullshit. Cause she was asking him like, yo, how many shoes you sold? And he was like, look, I ain't really trying to talk to you. I'm talking to this guy. Like, you understand? So like, chill the fuck out. And then she was like, oh, I feel like you should, make something for women because, how are you going to sell a lot of stuff if you don't have stuff for women? And he's basically saying, no, I don't agree with that. He's like, if I have a woman's
I don't have a female company. I don't market to women.
Exactly. He said, I don't market to women and shit. And then she flips that to basically make it seem like, oh, so you don't like women? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. You don't like women? Are you a woman hater? Are you disrespecting women?
Exactly. So So because he doesn't market to women, or he's a woman hater. So basically, who's the person who owns Victoria's Secret? Because I have to send them a letter and tell them that they hate men because they sell products for women. You feel what I'm saying? That's what we should be saying to them, right? You know, like dumb shit, right? So she says all that shit, and he's like, yo, trying to bypass that or whatever. And the thing was, he wasn't really even trying to argue with her, but she kept baiting him and talking about shit that was irrelevant. You feel what I'm saying? And then what happened was, at the end of the fucking clip, he was basically saying like, oh, you know, you talking all that stuff, you know, you gonna get what's coming to you. And then she tried to use, she was like, oh, are you threatening me? And all this other stuff, right? So, and I saw a clip, I saw the clip you sent to me that Charlemagne did. He got in her ass and he got in that other coon ass, fat, goofy ass dude's ass for the bullshit. So basically, you know, Charlemagne was saying, yo, you're weaponizing your whiteness. You understand? And that's the first thing I thought of when I heard her say that, was talking about, oh, are you threatening me? Because that's that same shit where you as a black man, if you fucking with a white girl, right? And she say some shit like that, your ass is a wrap for you. You feel what I'm saying? Even if you didn't do nothing, it's a wrap for you. You feel what I'm saying? So when she said that, I was like, this fucking cunt piece of garbage shit ass piece of, oh my God, like this fucking, like, yo, this fucking chick, right? How you, and this is the thing, she knew what the fuck she was doing, because on all the media outlets, all of them are talking shit, talking about, oh, LaVar Ball tried to threaten so-and-so. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm like, damn, like.
But you know what's also bad about the situation? A lot of people are saying that he was telling her to stay in her lane,
right? And
he didn't want to talk to her because she was female,
right.
But if you look at the video, number one, just on like a simple level, they situate her behind the guest.
Right.
So in order to speak to her, you literally got to turn around. Like that shit is mad uncomfortable and awkward. That's number one. Number two, she is the co-host. She is not the host. She's not the person that LaVar Ball is there to see.
Right.
And number three, when she said to him, how come you don't want to look at me or talk to me? He said, because you are a hater. And I came here to talk to him, not you. Period. So it don't have nothing to do with her being a woman. That's number one. It don't have nothing to, and he did not threaten her. So the whole shit was just created. Like the bitch, like you said, she's a fucking bitch, whore, slut, cunt. Like, she's the worst of the fucking worst. She literally created a whole lot of shit out of nowhere, and you know, he just kind of, and honestly, a lot of people say he fell for the bait, but he really didn't. It's just that a lot of these sensitive ass, you know, social justice warriors, feminists, and like, you know, white people don't understand when a black man speaks. Right. Straight up.
Right. You're like, oh my God, he's too loud.
I'm not talking to you because you're a hater. That's it. Like, I don't really need no other reason.
Right.
Like, you don't like my friend. You think I'm a horrible father. Like, you don't want to support my fucking shoes and my son. You don't want to support my business move. So I don't need to talk to you. Period.
Right.
And then he said, well, if you sit over there and you behave the way that you're behaving, then something is coming to you.
Right. And basically, he's talking about karma.
Are you threatening me?
Right.
Exactly. That's all he's talking about. He's talking about karma. But when a black man says anything like that, all of a sudden, oh, what do you want to? Because it's like, white people already know slavery is fucked up. White supremacy is fucked up. So when a black man shows any fucking aggression, they go crazy. You understand?
Right.
They lose their fucking mind because they're thinking, oh my God, he must be trying to get me back for 400 years of slavery and white supremacy.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? That's why they don't like. That's why they don't like when black men get angry, my nigga. They love these. They love regular ass, like, you know. They love these regular ass people, or these non-threatening type of black dudes. They love them because it makes them feel at ease. Because it's like, well, you're obviously a well-mannered black man. You're not angry about slavery and white supremacy.
Right.
I can learn to work with you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
When you a next nigga, you know, talking loud like me or talking like somebody like LaVar Ball and having major confidence and fucking basically, you know, telling all of the fucking sneaker companies, fuck you, kiss my ass.
Right.
They just waiting. They waiting for a reason or opportunity to fucking get him in trouble. And as a matter of fact, that fucking girl, she just got put on that fucking show. Just the other day. So I wouldn't even be surprised if they put her on the show for the exact reason, just to fucking put LaVar Ball in this exact situation. Because the hard's been on for a little while now, and she just got on there like a couple weeks ago, my nigga.
Right.
A couple weeks ago. And this whole shit with LaVar Ball been going on for months. So they probably was like, yo, we got to get this nigga. Put that fucking white bitch on there, because everybody going to feel sorry for her if something go down. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That shit is a setup. That shit is a whole fucking setup, the whole thing. Now that I'm looking at it and thinking about it, the whole shit is a fucking setup.
And you see, that's what happens when black people try to do their own thing. You feel what I'm saying? It's like they always talk. Oh, you know, you guys should really pull yourself up by your bootstraps and make things happen and yada yada yada. And then when niggas trying to do shit, it's like, cause like, yo, why in the fuck are they keep grilling this motherfucker about his shoes and the price? You feel what I'm saying? It's like they making this shit a crazy issue. And I'm like, yo, I ain't never seen none of these motherfuckers go at fucking Giorgio Armani, Gucci, Tommy Hilfiger, all these other, I've never seen it. I've never seen it. All you know is their shit is expensive, and that's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't never seen nobody go to the motherfuckers who make BMWs and all that shit talking about, oh, why your car's so expensive? Nobody says nothing. They just say, yo, that's how much it costs. And if you want to get it, that's how much it costs, period. But when a nigga come through and he's like, look, I'm not trying to work with y'all. I'm trying to do my own thing. I'm trying to have my own shit. And then they like, oh, and you trying to have your own shit, and you want to charge that much, and you ain't on some fucking pussy type of step and fetch it shit. You understand what I'm saying? It's like they don't know what the fuck to do. They don't know what the hell to do. It's like, because see, you gotta understand something. White people like their black people a certain way, like you were saying earlier. You understand? It's like, you know, like when you go to a fucking restaurant and it's like they got the steak and they ask you, do you want it medium or do you want it well done? You understand? These niggas want, they want it medium. They don't want their niggers well done. You understand what I'm saying? So if you are a well done nigga, they not fucking with you. You feel what I'm saying? And so they want to, you know, make sure that they want to put you back in your place. You understand? You're not supposed to get out of line. You understand? As soon as you get out of line, they go crazy. And that's why they giving this motherfucker a hard time, because he's basically telling all of them like, yo, like he's actually being a man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's scary. Like a black man being a fucking man. You understand what I'm saying? That's some scary shit. They want these
niggas. Nobody has seen this shit in a long time.
Right.
My nigga.
Exactly.
Nobody has seen this in a long time. And on top of that, you selling a $500 shoe?
Right.
God damn.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know.
But I mean, look, the draft just happened. His son is actually now the number 2 pick to go to the NBA, my nigga. The number 2.
Wow.
The number 2 pick. And
wow.
That's it. Honestly, he could have been number 1 just as easily.
Right.
Like the other guy that they chose. The main reason why the other guy got chosen is because the other guy, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is he's like a shooting guard. So that means he's more of a scorer than his son, because his son is a point guard.
Right.
So he has to shoot and pass the ball. You know what I'm saying? But so I guess, you know, he's in a situation where he probably has less points than the other nigga, but he could have easily been the number 1 pick as well. So his son is going to the NBA. So there's no like. It's almost like, this nigga might actually do it type shit. You
right, exactly.
And on top of that, if you heard, he sold like 400 to 500 pair.
Right, exactly, which is almost 300,000.
500 pair. Yeah, 500 pair of a basically a $500 shoe.
Right.
That's almost $250,000 already.
Right, exactly.
See what I'm saying? Them niggas is losing their mind, son. Them niggas is losing their mind. The shoe just got released the other day, and he already made $250,000 without having to suck a white man's dick. Like, are you crazy?
Gotta hand clap that shit.
Fuck out of here, man. I believe in that. Yo, as soon as my money is comfortable, I am copping a pair of them fucking sneakers.
Exactly.
And a couple t-shirts.
Exactly.
And a couple t-shirts.
Exactly. Nah, real talk. Real fucking talk, bro. I'm like,
fuck
shit.
Out of here, man. I believe in that nigga, man. For real. I believe in him and his son.
Exactly.
I hope they do that shit all body. Make these fucking white mad, man.
Real talk, man. Real
Make
fucking
these
talk.
People mad. And look, just disclaimer, because I know we got a couple of white dudes that fuck with us, and I ain't talking about y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the white supremacy hater white people.
Exactly.
I'm not talking about, you know what I'm saying, like the reasonable, good white people. Because I got brothers from all races, and I got friends from all races, so it ain't about that. But
exactly.
We know what we're talking about, so just understand what we're talking about.
Exactly, and I can't be prejudiced. I got a white wife. Ha ha ha.
Exactly.
Ha. You see what I did there?
Oh shit.
Oh my goodness, crazy. But anyway.
Oh.
Anyway, so in other news, this shit is crazy. So your boy Steve Harvey, his ex-wife is suing him for $60 million because she said she's been tortured with stress and anguish throughout their marriage and all that other shit. So she wants some of that paper. You understand, for that shit. And I'm just like, really? Like what was really going on? You understand what I'm saying? And
let me tell you what happened. You want me to tell you what happened?
Right.
Didn't we report, like 2 weeks ago or a week ago that Steve Harvey wrote a letter to his staff telling them to leave him the fuck alone?
Right, exactly.
All right. All this was the perfect, the ex-wife's lawyers, they were just waiting for the perfect opportunity to come out with this situation. You understand?
Right.
Because everybody knows about the letter that he wrote to tell the employees to leave him the fuck alone. It makes him look like a villain now. You understand?
Right.
If they try to take this whole shit to court, more than likely, the jurors is gonna find the nigga guilty or side with the ex-wife. You understand?
Right, because of that shit. Yeah.
Because of that shit, and then so coupled with that, it's like, okay, do you want to go to trial or do you want to settle out of court? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So now Steve Harvey has a choice to make. He's like, what they asking for, like $60 million?
Right. That's
so
a lot
if he
of fucking
settles
money.
out of court, if he settles out of court, he's gonna have to give her like maybe 10, like 20, either 10 to 20 million to settle out of court.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? If they settle out of court,
man,
so he got a decision to make. If they could make that, if they could actually bring viable evidence that that his ex-wife suffered from torture and all of this dumb shit. You understand? So, it's a couple of things that stacked against Steve Harvey, because I read a report. In the report, the guy mentioned the fact that he put a gag order on his ex-wife, and that what a gag order is. It just means you can't, like, when people say keep my name out your mouth.
Right.
Yeah, that's what that means. That's like you put something in the law books that say that person can't say anything about you.
Right.
So
right.
He put a gag order on his ex-wife because their relationship ended badly, and at the time he was building his brand as like a wholesome, non-threatening Negro in the eyes of America.
Right.
And he didn't want her coming out, like writing any books or doing no tell-all interviews or nothing like that to fuck up his reputation.
Right.
So he put a gag order on her. But now, since that shit came out to tarnish his reputation, as far as him being a jerk to his employees or whatever, or to the other people at the place wherever he works with the networks and shit, they're using this opportunity. And again, it's the same thing. It's the same thing how like you said, the white supremacists, they want their Negroes to be a certain way, dude.
Right.
And
it's true.
And for you, Steve Harvey, who we've made so rich, like we gave you money, you got 2 radio shows, 2 talk shows, and a game show. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're investing a lot into you, and for you to fucking write a letter to the rest of the staff telling them to leave you alone, that doesn't sound like the actions of a decent, mild-mannered nigger.
Exactly.
So he got to be careful because they'll come for him, man. They'll come for him, just like what they're doing with this shit.
Right. It's crazy. He going to have to get some more jobs, man. He got to host the Maury Show. He going to have to host America's Most Wanted, all that shit, because he going to need that money when it come time, because God, 60 million, nigga? Like, god damn. You know what I'm saying? And I remember the last time I heard he was worth like, I think 100 million or something like that, or like in that range. But it's like, dude, that's a lot of fucking money to be taking that. Nigga, if I had $100 and you taking 60 out of my $100, come on, son. That's crazy, bro. That's
right.
That's crazy. Like, Jesus Christ, man. That's too much. Like, come on. Like what could he have done that was that crazy that's worth 60 million fucking dollars? You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. It's crazy. But anyway, so in other news, there was a story, I saw this on World Star. Miles, you had sent this to me, of a home intruder who left a note to the person asking them for sex, right? Now, the story is weird because if you watch the video, it says that, it's a woman, allegedly, because to me, when I first saw the video, I was like, this looks like a tranny. So I don't, and shout out to all my transvestite people. I'm just saying, you understand? So I'm just sort of confused because it looked like a dude who transitioned to a chick, and then they said she was a lesbian, and then they said the person who broke into the fucking house who left the note was a 14-year-old who said they wanted sex. And I'm like, what the fuck kind of story is this? Cause I'm watching the video and I'm like, is that like is that a transvestite or a transgender or what? I'm probably mixing it up or whatever. But I'm like, that's a dude who turned into a woman. That's all I'm saying, right? And I'm thinking, and then so I read the comments under the video, and everybody was saying the same thing. They're like, "Yo, that's you know what I'm saying?" So. Right. So you got a dude who turned into a woman who's a lesbian. So I'm guessing she dates women, and then she kept getting.
I'm gonna let you finish. Right. I got a little part right there.
Right.
Go ahead,
and then the person kept breaking into her house and leaving a note saying, "Hey, I want to have some sex with you" or some shit. And then they allegedly said the person who left the note said, "And by the way, I'm 14." Like, what kind of freaky shit is this? You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know but what you gonna say? Go ahead.
So you said the nigga, or the nigga transformed into a woman.
Yeah, that's.
But he's a lesbian. But aren't dudes just lesbians with dick? Like, what's really good? What's really good?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't understand. Like, I don't know, man. I be trying to understand the whole shit, man. It just gets confusing to even talk about it. I don't know. But, it's just like, I'm just like, that's some weird shit. Like, that's like the weirdest story ever. I'm like, is this some fetish game they playing or something? I don't know. Like, is this chick really with somebody? And the person she's with pretends to break in the house and leave sex notes and say that they're underage, and like, what the fuck? I don't understand. Like, that shit sounds weird. And it seemed like
weirdo shit, man.
And it was funny because they were basically saying that the person continuously kept coming in. Like, it wasn't like a one-time thing. It was like something that was happening multiple times. So I'm like, how the fuck is?
Must have a key or something,
right? That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
or they must know your security code. It's somebody you know, stupid.
Yo, this some sexual fetish shit. That's what the shit is. It's like they was like, oh, I'm gonna pretend to break in. It's probably her girlfriend or some shit, pretending to break in, pretending to be some young kid, and then the climax is to get it on the news so that it becomes a fucking news story. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. She's probably beating off to the news.
Exactly.
Probably masturbating to the fucking news story. Oh my god.
Oh man, hilarious. But anyway, I was like, that shit's weird. Anyway, so in other news, Anthony Weiner, the former congressman or some shit, One of them niggas. He pled guilty to sexting a 15-year-old girl, and the prosecutors are requesting that he gets 2 years in jail. And then, of course, he's going to have to register as a sex offender. And I'm just like, with the name like Weiner, I mean, what did you expect? You understand? It's not his fault. Okay? He was born into this life.
You know what it is? He's been in the news before. He got caught. I think it was his secretary or one of the interns.
Right.
He had a relationship with some young girl. I think she was of age though, but she was younger than him, and she worked in a political office or whatever.
Right.
As an intern, and he bagged her or whatever, and then he started like sending her pictures of his dick and shit.
Wow.
And then so he got caught for that shit.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's crazy.
I don't understand these niggas, man. Like,
like you gotta take it easy with it. See, when you win, you see, and that's the thing with game. That's the thing with game, because if that nigga had game, he would know that, you're in a public office. You can't do nothing where there's a trail of proof.
Exactly.
You can't be texting and you can't be sending pictures over the phone. Either we have even a conversation is bad enough, but if you really want to do something with somebody, we got to meet at an undisclosed location.
Exactly.
And meet face to face.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And matter of fact, I want you, Anthony Weiner, you shouldn't even be doing none of this shit. You should have an assistant that hooks your shit up for you. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it should be the assistant getting the girl, y'all meet at the fucking hotel or whatever the fuck it is, and then you do what you got to do and you bounce. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, stupidness, you know what I mean? Like, but again, that, like you're saying, the dudes ain't got game. They don't understand the shit. You feel what I mean? They don't understand what the fuck they need to be doing. I'm like, God damn, like, you're a public fucking figure. You thought that none of this shit was going to get out? You feel what I'm saying? Like, you're not just some regular nigga.
He's been in trouble before.
Right.
So he's obviously just a hard-headed dude, man.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers is wild. I don't get it. But anyway, so in other news, this shit was hilarious. So this man sued a girl for a movie ticket. Yeah. Yeah. So the dude went to the movies with the chick. And this is what's fucked up about the story. So he goes to the movies with the chick. I think the tickets cost like $17 or something like that. And so in the theater, she kept texting on her phone. She was all up on her phone and everything like that. And he was basically telling her like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what that's kind of rude type shit. You know what I'm saying? And then so she left and just bounced, right? And then so he's basically saying like, yo, I wasted my money on this ticket, and we supposed to be on this date, and you were just texting, and then you bounced. You know what I mean? And then so she tried to spin the fucking thing, talking about, oh, I felt uncomfortable with him, and that's why I left, and he was making me feel uncomfortable. You understand? Like the same old bullshit ass excuses that women love to pull so that they don't look like fucking morons. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. Like, what could he have been doing? Like, seriously, think about this. You meet someone off one of these Tinder, Bumble, whatever the fuck sites. Y'all meet up. You say, hey, how you doing? Good to meet you. You probably get a person a hug. You walk into the fucking theater. You get the tickets. You sit down. The movie starts. What the fuck was he doing? When did he have time to do anything that crazy to where you had to take your phone out and start texting and bounce somebody you felt uncomfortable? Like, what? Like, what happened? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck was going on where that was the shit? Like, come on, dog.
It was probably one of those situations where, like, once they met up, she, like, wasn't attracted to him or something.
Right,
you know
right. Exactly.
Because, hey, whenever a chick is not attracted to you, all bets are off. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They can disrespect you. They can fucking charge you with rape. They can do whatever. They can call you a creep. All that shit. Just because they're not attracted to you.
Right. Exactly. You see what I mean? And it's just like, instead of her just saying, oh, I'm just not attracted to the dude, or just not even that. Being a mature fucking adult and chill, watch the fucking movie, and then just bounce. Be like, hey, had a good time, whatever, I'll catch you around, whatever it is. You understand? Like, just be mature about the fucking shit. Or you could say, hey, I feel like this is not a good match, blah, blah, blah. Well, it was good watching the movie with you. Have a nice day. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But to go up on there,
as a matter of fact, I know for sure that that's what it was. She wasn't attracted to him,
right?
Because that's what bitches say when they're not attracted to niggas.
Mm-hmm.
They say he was making me feel uncomfortable.
Exactly. Because you know what it is? She probably was uncomfortable. You know why? Because she doesn't have the social skills and the know-how to deal with that type of situation. You understand what I'm saying? Because the fact that she's with the dude and she's like, oh, I'm not attracted to him, she doesn't know how to interact in that situation. So since she doesn't know how to interact in that situation, she's uncomfortable. You feel what I'm saying? So it ain't like he's making her uncomfortable, because nobody makes you uncomfortable. It's just she's uncomfortable with the situation because of the shit that, you know, she's going through or whatever. You understand? Or she's feeling in that situation. But, you know, of course, you know, women are perfect. You know, they do no wrong. Everything is the man's fault, and that's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know,
I think he should sue for more. He should sue for more.
Exactly.
I think he needs to think about, like, the cost of the ticket, right? But he needs to also say to himself, what else could I have been doing in that time that I could have been probably either making money or making my life better?
Right.
And put a fucking price on that. Like, if he got a job that pays $30 an hour, he needs to be charging. He needs to be fucking suing for that much too.
Right.
He needs to be charging for the price of the movie ticket, the $30 an hour that's comparable to his wage as an employee, and then fucking, you know, pain and suffering too.
Right.
Because the fact that she walked out on the movie caused him to feel very, you know, rejected, and it did something to his psyche, and
right.
He couldn't sleep, all that shit. Fuck out of here.
Exactly. Real fucking talk. Oh man, I hope he follows through with that shit. That would be fucking great, man. But anyway, so the last story we got is a Texas congressman called for the impeachment of Trump. All right, so he was basically saying like, "Yo, Trump doesn't, you know, go along with American values and all this other stuff," and you know, so he basically wants Trump to be gone. You feel what I'm saying? And so, you know, I feel like I feel like that might happen at some point because he's doing a whole bunch of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see though. We'll see how far the clown show goes. You feel what I'm saying? We will see. So who knows what the fuck is going to happen? But what you think about that, Miles? Do you even care? Does it matter? Are they just gonna put some other goofy ass motherfucker on this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like what's the point? You know what I mean? I don't understand like why it's even an issue. Like what do you think?
No, I honestly it sounds stupid, but I think we should let him at least finish the 4 years.
Yeah.
and the only reason why is because I don't want Pence in there.
You say you don't want who?
Pence.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I don't want him in there because as bad as you think. See, the thing is, you know, Donald Trump is fucked up for the country, but he hasn't really been fucking with black people that much, and I appreciate that. Like he hasn't been going after black people. You see what I'm saying? But Pence and the other dudes that's in the cabinet, though, I know for a fact that they don't like black people.
Right.
So I feel like if Pence actually gets into the presidential office, I think, and it might not even be anything that we know about publicly. On the low, they might just start just doing weird shit to trip up black people. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Crazy.
Start neglecting black business loans and certain little things that could go under the radar that people won't really know about.
Right. Exactly.
But as far as I know so far, you know, Trump hasn't been fucking with black folks. He's been fucking up in general, but he hasn't been fucking up shit for black folks specifically.
You gotta give him some time, son. You gotta give him some time.
But I just feel like if somebody like Pence or any one of them other niggas get in there, it's gonna start fucking shit up for black people on a specific level, and I don't really want that. So I figure we just ride out the last 4 years and then try to get a whole nother person in there altogether. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Start from scratch, maybe.
I feel you. All right, so before we go on break, we're going to take a subscriber email real quick. All right.
Word.
So this one says, I've been watching your program for some time, and I found out that you're the best in the game. I need your help. He's like, me and this girl have been dating for a month now, and we suddenly got into an argument, and now things are not the way they used to be. I truly have feelings for her and just don't know what to do. Okay, so you're worried about the fact that you got into an argument with the chick.
Wait. That's it?
That's it.
There's nothing else?
That's it. You know? So,
can you read it again?
I know, he said, I know it's like, it's so vague, but he said, yo, I found out that, he said,
No. You gotta start from the very beginning. You gotta say that part again.
Okay. He said, I've been watching your program for some time, and I found out that you are the best in the game. People need your help.
He did his research.
Exactly.
He did his research and discovered that you are the best.
Exactly.
Okay,
Real talk. Real talk. And, and he said, you know, I've been dating this girl for a month now, and we suddenly got into an argument, and now things are not the way they used to be. I truly have feelings for her and don't know what to do. All right. So I don't know what the fuck I was arguing about. I don't know.
Right. That would have been good if he had put that in.
Right. Because that is important. You feel what I'm saying? And also you said a only been with her for a month. So a month is not long at all. You understand? This is some chick you just been with. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's ridiculous. But also you got to think about, okay, if it's only been a month and y'all arguing, that's a red flag already right there. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Also it depends on what you're arguing about, because, you know, let's say she called you a bitch ass nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Just for whatever, and she's disrespecting you like that. That shouldn't even be an argument. That should be, I'm charging you to the game. We're done and we're over. You understand? So I don't know what specifically you guys were arguing. Now, if it was like an argument where it was not necessarily anything big, you know what I'm saying, or you just had a disagreement about some shit, you understand? It shouldn't be a big deal. But the fact is that you're saying that, you know, you said that suddenly you got into argument and now things are not the way they used to be. So what does that mean? What are the thing? How are things not the way they were? Like, is she not talking to you anymore? She stopped calling you? Like, what the fuck happened? Like, is she being standoffish? Like, you got to give me some more details. So I want to tell you guys that when you send your questions, you got to put more detail in it, because I don't know your specific situation. I'm not there. So you got to put as much detail so I can give you an accurate, answer. You feel what I'm saying? But,
but also you got to still, there's a happy medium between keeping it short and simple and making sure all of the details are in there. Right.
Exactly. So, you got to, be very aware of that. But the thing is, when it comes to you with this girl and, y'all just met, you know what I'm saying? It's only been a month. You talking about, you got feelings for this girl or whatever. Yeah, you probably like her and shit. But what's good about this is that at least now you sort of see how she's responding to this type of situation. And then you got to ask yourself, do you want to deal with a girl who is like that? Who's going to respond that way in what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? And so, if she is acting on some, weird shit because of a disagreement or argument, then that's something you got to say, okay, do I really want to fuck with this girl that way? Or, were you doing something that caused an argument? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what is it that you were doing? Because maybe, like, let's say you said to her, hey, I'm going to go and I'm going to see you on Tuesday. And then you flaked on her, and then you're like, oh, I'll see you on Friday. And then you flaked on her again. And now she got into an argument with you because you've been flaking or being flaky. So I don't know what the fuck it is. You feel what I'm saying? So in that situation, you would have to really sort of check what you doing. And that's probably why that shit is going on. But again, depending on what it is, it's going to be a different, outcome for whatever the situation is. But at the end of the day, I would say for this specific email, you should just basically not really take it too seriously because you guys just fucking met. It's not that serious. It's only been a month. You understand? If it's a situation where she's acting goofy or whatever, just charge that to the game and get a new chick. It's not that serious. You're still in the stage where, you know, everything is fucking that honeymoon shit. You feel what I'm saying? Everything seems great. Like, she seems like this super awesome chick, but you don't really know her like that yet. And all you do know now is that you had some argument and then she's acting different, just straight like that. So that already within itself should give you an indicator of if you even want to deal with this chick, you know, because of that type of situation, or if you just need it, you know, you should just keep that shit moving. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know.
Or he also needs to put more detail to say, like, what is she bringing to the table?
Right, exactly, that too.
Because, I mean, is she helping you do anything? Is she fucking you?
Right.
You know, like, what's really good? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Real talk.
What do you have feelings for? You got feelings for her, but why? Like, what's really going on?
Exactly. You know what I mean?
I got some news for you, my nigga. I got some news for you. And, you know, the headline reads, "Fuck your feelings." That's what it means. That's what it reads.
Right.
Fuck your fucking feelings, nigga. Because like we explained to y'all niggas on the show, man, chicks is the ones that fucking make decisions based on their feelings, my nigga.
Right. Exactly.
We are men and bad boys. We make decisions based on the best course of action for the game.
Right. Exactly.
The best course of action to get what we need to get. So you got to ask yourself, is she helping you get what you need to get? And if not, then you need to charge her to the game. Because if after a month y'all get into one little argument and she start acting funny, then hey,
right,
you know,
exactly.
You're like, your feelings are out the window, homie. Your feelings are out the window.
Real fucking talk. Real talk. So anyway, look, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get into the topic. We're going to be talking about how to know if a woman is using you. You guys are listening to The Bad Boy Show. Do you want to learn the easiest way to have more sex with more women? Then get the critically acclaimed book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. In this book, you'll learn everything you need to know about attracting and sleeping with beautiful women. That's How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. Get your copy today at MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com. Are you an actor who needs headshots? Do you have an event or a wedding coming up and you need a photographer? If you do, make sure you go to PavionPhoto.com. Pavion is a professional photographer who will supply you with high-quality video and photography services for any event. Contact him at PavionPhoto.com. That's PAVION Photo.com. PavionPhoto.com. Yeah, we are back, people, on the Bad Boy Show. So we are talking about how to know if a woman is using you. All right. So what do we even mean by that? Using you. Basically, she's, you know, you're with this girl, you know, you want to date her, have sex with her or whatever. And she knows this also, but she's doing everything else besides doing that with you. You understand? So she's using you for all this other crazy shit and all that other stuff. And so, you know, sometimes guys don't understand the signs of when that's happening because women have very cleverly been able to trick a lot of men into thinking that they need to take a lot of shit slow, that they need to get to know you before they have sex with you. They need to do all that. You understand? So now they have that to lean on, so that what they do is they use those things in order to be able to use you for whatever else that, you know, whatever they're trying to do. You feel what I'm saying? And so I got a few things here where we talk about, you know, women trying to use you. So the first thing I have is, you know, to tell it you're being used. And this is, you know, just the classic obvious shit, is that you are in the friend zone. You feel what I'm saying? You are in the goddamn friend zone. Right. So, and it was funny because I read this article the other day where this guy was saying that, being in the friend zone is an abusive relationship. And I was like, I totally agree.
That's true. That is very true. For real.
I was like, yo. And the thing is, when you're in the friend zone, you're being used because, of course, you know you want to smash, but you're just being friends with this chick. She knows you want to smash, and she's just using you for the attention. And unfortunately, there's other women actually out there who are, and I'm not sure how many of them are like this, but I'm sure there's some women who are slow enough to believe that there are guys who actually want to be their friends. You understand? Like, they enjoy the shit. Like, they are, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like ridiculous. But, you know, if you're in the friend zone, you know, you're definitely being used, because at the end of the day, most of these chicks know that that's not why you are trying to holler at them, because, or why you're with them, because most of the time, guys that are in the friend zone are usually guys who at first tried to get with the girl. You understand what I'm saying? And then it just didn't work. And then so they just sort of like designate themselves to the friend zone and shit. And then that's how you get used. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're in the friend zone, you're fucking getting used.
Can I say something real quick?
Right.
About the friend zone?
Yeah.
Now, granted, the friend zone is no place to be. Nobody wants to be in the friend zone. Right. However, if you're a nigga that's on your game, if you're a bad boy who got game, you could be in the friend zone and make that shit work to your advantage.
Preach, tell him.
Okay, because remember, bad bitches bring more bad bitches. You see what I'm saying? So if you in the friend zone, at least try to be in the friend zone of a bad bitch.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So when she say some shit like, "Oh, I'm going to this party, you want to come?" You be like, "No, fuck it, yeah, I want to come. Because I've been trying to fuck your ass, but it's not working, so maybe I can fuck one of your friends."
Right.
And you could say some shit like that to her straight up. And, you know, she'll think you're joking. It could be like a little jokey joke or whatever.
Right.
And you dead fucking serious. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. Like, you see, you got to remember shit about the game. There's no, what's that word? Or what's that phrase? Like, it ain't over till it's over, or it ain't over till a fat lady sings.
Right,
like,
right.
Don't ever let your current situation dictate where you're gonna end up. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
so
exactly.
If you in the friend zone, don't be like, "Oh, damn, I'm in the friend zone," blah blah blah. No, use that shit to your advantage, homie. Like, if that's your friend, then hey, let her be your friend. Just don't let her use you too much.
Right,
Make sure you get something back out the situation. And then, if you in the friend zone and you realize that there's absolutely nothing going on in the quote unquote friendship that is benefiting you, then you got to charge that friend to the game as well.
Exactly.
Oh, yes. Friends get charged.
Exactly.
Friends do get charged. Don't get it twisted.
Exactly. Nah, real talk. Real talk. That's some real shit. Because, like, if you in that situation, in that friend zone shit, then you got to, like you said, you got to use that to your advantage. You got to, you know, make the best of that situation. You understand? And even I remember I did a video like a few years ago. I was talking about if you're in the friend zone, you have to be sort of paying attention to the niggas that your friend is fucking with. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're going to show you the type of nigga that you need to study to be more attractive to women, because he's fucking her and you're not. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to see what.
That's another way to make that shit work for you.
Right. So you got to see what is he doing that I'm not doing. You feel what I'm saying? And then that's gonna, you know, give you a little leg up for the next time you fucking with these other chicks. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta learn from that. So the next thing
I mean, just to put a little bit on that. Nobody's saying, see, because a lot of you young dudes, I'm sure you might get that wrong. Nobody's saying change who you are.
Right, exactly.
I mean, I just want to clear up that shit. Just in reference to that point, like, if you studying the niggas that she fucking with, nobody's saying you need to be that guy.
Right.
What he's saying is study the traits and understand how they work, so you can look at yourself and figure out how you can develop similar traits that work for you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Not that you have to change who you are. Be who you are, but there's something about you that's parallel to what that nigga's doing, and you might be able to pull it off so you can be more attractive to chicks like her.
Right, exactly. Real talk. Real fucking talk. And so the next thing I got on here is, you know, if you're being used, is that you're the only one paying for all the dates. Okay? So,
oh my God,
exactly.
word.
So if you going out with a chick and it's first date, second date, going on third date, and this chick has not put in any type of fucking money. She ain't put a dime in, nothing. You understand? That means that you're being used. You understand? Because the thing is this, you're going to have some of these girls out here who, when they're interacting with a guy, right, they notice that, okay, I'm not really feeling this motherfucker, but he's feeling me. So, I'll fuck with him a little bit. You understand? I'll go out with him. I'll hang out with him. And she knows that you're gonna, she sees that you're just putting up everything. And a good sign of this is when a guy goes on a first date and he does some crazy shit like take her to a fancy ass restaurant for dinner type shit. You understand what I'm saying? And then he pays for the whole bill. She sits back. She don't even reach for her purse. She don't do shit. And then you go on that date. You pay for everything. And then you call her again to say, hey, let's go out again. And then you end up doing the same shit. You take her to some other place. You paying for a whole bunch of shit. And shit. So she's starting to see that pattern. And she's like, okay, this nigga's paying for everything. You understand? And then so she's going to basically be using you for that. And especially if you are on these dates and you're not even building any sexual tension, you're not really flirting with her to see if she's responding to you in a sexual way. You understand? It's still sort of like, it's just sort of like regular. She's just basically using you in that situation. You understand? So you should not be paying for everything. You should have your shit set up to where she's going to be paying for some stuff too. You understand? Because a lot of times, certain women, they'll even say, hey, you got last time, let me get this time. You understand what I'm saying? So if she's not even trying to say that, you understand? Or if you go to get drinks or something, you say, hey, I'm gonna get the first round. And if she doesn't try to get the second round or nothing, nah, son, she's on some bullshit. You understand? Like she's trying to use you for that stuff. And especially nowadays, because women are all up on that. Oh, I'm independent. I could take care of myself and I don't need no man to do this and do that. And women a lot of times are ready to show you that they're not trying to use you. You understand what I'm saying? So they're ready to show you that they can put down some paper. You understand? They're ready to show you that, oh, I could get the tip. I could do this. I could do that. So if she's not trying to do none of that shit, then she's using you for, for your time, your money, your energy. You feel what I'm saying? And so you gotta, you have to look out for that shit. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Shit is crazy. It's true.
It's chicks out there that they plan their financial budget and their freaking their financial budget and their goddamn meal plan. And, their groceries shit around getting taken out for dinner and shit. They be like, oh well, I don't have to buy a lot of groceries this week because I'm going out with Bill and John and Daquan. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. You know what I mean? and look, it's okay to tell a chick to put in something. You understand? It's okay to tell her, like, you go to the bar, look, I'm gonna get the first round, you get the second round. Or you go to the movies, I'm gonna get tickets, you get the popcorn. Like, it's okay to tell her this shit. A lot of guys are scared to say stuff because they don't want to. They don't want to like rock the boat. That's the thing. That's the problem with a lot of guys is that they're like, oh, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to. Because what if I tell her this and then she doesn't like me because I said that, or she thinks I'm cheap. Well, fuck it. Let her think that. You understand what I'm saying? And if she thinks that and that's an issue, then tell her to go on her way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Like, I had a chick that I went out with, and she, I went out with her once. You understand? And the reason why I only went out with her once was because she was making it a big deal that I didn't buy her a drink. You feel what I'm saying? Because what happened was, I was meeting her at a bar, and she got there before me. So when she got there, she already bought herself a drink, right? So I bought myself a drink. Right. And then so we was drinking or whatever. And then what happened was we had like cut the date short because it was like I had some shit to do or whatever like that. And so that was pretty much it. So but the thing was, while I was sitting there, she kept saying, like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to probably leave in a little while, blah, blah, blah. And then so she's like, oh, so you're not going to buy me a drink? You understand? And then so like I'm looking at her all strange because she still had her drink full. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't even like it was done. It was like, but it was important for her for me to buy her a drink, even though she had the drink right in front of her. You understand what I'm saying? So
and if it's so important, why you ain't just wait till I got there? You greedy bitch.
Exactly.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? So But it's like, that was the thing. Like, she had to have me buy her a drink. You understand? Like, these chicks out there, some of them, they just need for you to do shit for them. They want you to do that shit. They want to use you for that situation so that they can feel a certain way. You understand? So, so I was like, okay, I'm not really fucking with this chick after that. I'm good. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if it's that serious that I need to buy you a drink, then I don't need to fuck with you. You feel what I mean? So I'm good on that. But anyway, yeah, if you paying for all the dates and all that shit, the chick she's using you, right? Now, the next thing I have is, a chick is using you if you haven't had sex with her by the third date. All right. So if you're going out with this chick, you're hanging out with her, because see, the third date is like the standard thing. Like, if you're not fucking a chick on the first date or whatever, and it's like, all right, cool, we go out on the second date, everything's cool. By that third date, at least sex needs to be happening. There needs to be some sex popping off. If it's not, she's using you. And trust me, that same girl, she'll probably say some dumb shit. Oh, I got to get to know you. And, I'm just taking it slow. She's fucking and sucking some other dude at the same time she's going out with you. She's doing this. You understand what I'm saying? She is making this shit happen. So don't get fooled. And that's the thing, like I was saying earlier. Motherfuckers get fooled by that rhetoric of, I'm just taking it slow and I'm doing this and I'm doing that and yada, yada, yada. Yo, let me tell you how, man, fucking crazy these chicks are, right? And this is what I want to, I just want to go on this little tangent for a second, right? So I'm on Netflix, right? And I'm watching The Wonder Years. So some of y'all niggas is too young to know what The Wonder Years is, right? So it's an old show about this kid, and he lived in the 60s, and it's like telling about his life or whatever, right? So it was a scene where the nigga, he's like 12 years old and they're in like, school or whatever, where he fucking liked this chick in his class or whatever. So he says to her, hey, do you want to go to the dance with me? You feel what I'm saying? So the chick says, she says, okay. She's like, yeah, I'll go to the dance with you, right? And, they was like passing notes around back and forth, check yes or no and all that dumb shit, right? So she said, yeah, I'm going to go to the dance with you, right? The class lets out. 2 minutes after she gets out the classroom, this other nigga in the hallway comes up to her and asks her, hey, do you want to go to the dance with me, right? And she says yes to that nigga, right? So the first nigga's like, yo, what the fuck? You just told me yes. How the fuck you telling him yes? And she was like, oh, well, I told you yes, but then I didn't know that Brad was going to ask me. So now that he asked me, I said yes to him. You see what I'm saying? And so, and yo, dude, I was like, I said, yo, this is exactly how chicks do it, son. This is exactly how they do it. And this is why.
Again. Let me just interject a little bit. Right. This is exactly why I told the fucking subscriber email nigga, fuck your feelings.
Real talk.
Exactly.
Real talk. I'm like, yo, this is exactly how chicks do it. So a lot of times when you guys get flaked on, that's what happens. They say, yeah, let's go out. We'll go out. Yeah, I'm going to meet you on Friday. And then, oh, hey, I'm sorry I can't make it. You know why? Because that other nigga hollered at her. You see what I'm saying? And so she didn't know. She said, she was like, yeah, I said yes to you, but that was before I knew he was going to ask me. What? That's crazy. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times, you see, and I bring up that point because I'm saying that women, a lot of times they'll use you just in the moment until something else better comes along. You feel what I'm saying? Or something they feel is better comes along. They don't have any, source of like fucking, saying, well, they don't need to keep their word because their word is only to themselves about them. You understand? So it's like, whatever, like, I don't care what I said to you. I want to do this now. So I'm going to change what I said to you and do this. You feel what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if it fucks with your situation or your plans. I don't care. I'm doing what I want to do. And so it's a very selfish, self-centered type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to understand that. And this is the thing that you got to understand is that women, they'll use you in that way where they sort of use you as that placeholder. They're like, well, I'll say yes to you now. And then if nothing else pops up, I'll come see you. But if something else pops up, sorry, nigga, it's over. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Right. So, and this is why I be telling dudes like, yo, don't be giving these chicks all these fucking chances when they be flaking. This is why I tell you guys, go to badboymembership.com so you can see the Bad Boy seminar, because I break down step by step specifically how to deal with chicks who be on that flaky shit. You understand? I talk about the ones to holler back at and the ones who charge to the game immediately. You understand? So that you don't waste your fucking time. You understand? So I just had to, because that shit popped in my head. I remember when I was watching that, I was just like, yo, that's exactly how chicks do it. And you're watching this shit and you're thinking, well, she's a young girl, so she's not mature yet, so that's why she's acting like that. But no, that's how grown ass women do. Women just do that. That's how they do, because they just, they just getting their shit popping, and it's like whatever. Like everything else in the way doesn't matter. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But anyway, so another thing that will tell you that a girl is using you is she invites you out only to group activities. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
that's that super duper friend zone shit.
Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? She only invites you out.
How did a chick do that shit to me? We went out on a date. We even made out a little bit and shit. And because I told her, I said, yo, I said to her straight up, I was like, yo, I want to fuck the shit out of you one of these days. It was good.
Right.
And she was like, all right, let's meet up. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. I said, boom. But I was like, so we went out for tea or some shit and chilled. And we made out a little bit, so we was getting ready to bounce. And I was like, so listen, when can I come over and knock that shit down? You know what she said to me?
What?
She was like, before doing all of that, I like to kind of like, invite you to hang out with, with me and my friends as a group, so I could see how you vibe.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, I said, what?
My God.
And I said, yo, as soon as she said that shit, I charged her. I was like, all right, cool, peace. And I went about my business. That bitch got on the bus, and I got in my car. I was like, fuck out of here, man. Are you crazy?
What the fuck?
You want to see how I vibe? What? So what? I'm thinking, it's like, what? So all of your friends are going to be there when we fucking? Is that what you
Right,
telling me?
exactly.
Like we're going to have some type of orgy? What the fuck your friends got to do with us fucking?
Right, exactly. They be on that bullshit. And sometimes, they do that shit too, because they'll be like, oh, come in and hang out at this thing. And what they're doing is there's really another nigga there that they trying to get jealous. You understand what I'm saying? So they be using you for that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to watch out for that when chicks be inviting you to those group events or group things. And, oh, yeah, just come out to this thing. You understand what I'm saying? They're basically, using you in that situation. They're trying to make some other nigga jealous and all that other craziness. You know what I mean? But yeah, that shit, that shit happens a lot. It's crazy. But anyway, so another thing that will show you that a chick is using you is she shows you no sexual interest on a date. Okay? She shows you no sexual interest on a date. You feel me? And so I was talking about this before too, where I had a video where I was talking about this thing called the entertainment date. And I was saying that chicks will go on a date with you just so that you can entertain them, just so that they can use you to pass the time, just so that, they're probably fucking with some other dude who got them upset. And they're like, you know what? I'm going to go out with you so I can get my mind off that guy. You understand? But the thing is, she doesn't really have any interest in you like that. She's not really feeling you. So when you try to make something happen, sexually, what happens is that she backs away, or she falls back. You're trying to touch her hand or pull her closer to you, and she's kind of being standoffish or whatever. And you're just like, yo, what the hell's going on with you? Like, what's good? Like, that's what you're thinking, because you're like, why are you on this date with me? But at the same time, you seem like you don't want to be here. You feel what I'm saying? And so she's sort of basically just using you for that ego boost. She's using you because she's lonely. She wants to be in the presence of somebody, checking for her. But she doesn't really like you. You understand? She's not really into you. So she'll put on that whole, we're just being friendly vibe, or, it's one of the things where you try to kiss the chick on the date and she won't kiss you. You feel what I'm saying? And you're just like, what the fuck is this? You feel what I mean? And so she's just using you for that situation. Like, you know how many times that I've been on dates with chicks, and this is the shit that annoyed me, right? Is that I'll be on a date with a girl. She knows that I'm in an open relationship. She knows that I got a wife, right? And so we're chilling, and then she will bring that up as an excuse as to why she don't want to do nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And so I'm looking at you like, you want some bullshit. You want some fucking bullshit, because you know what the fuck it is. And a lot of times what happens is that they like the validation of me going to see them and chilling with them, but at the same time, I feel like they don't like to be number two. You understand what I'm saying? Or they don't like to be in that situation, so they start overthinking it, and then all of a sudden it's like, you know, if you're trying to get all sexual, touchy-feely, whatever, it's like, oh, I don't know, and then they bring up, oh, but you have a wife, and you got this, and you got that, and I'm like, yo, this shit is cool. Like, you know this. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this was already said and discussed, or you saw it on the profile or whatever. You know what the fuck was up. But again, they just like the attention, and they're using me for the attention. You see what I'm saying? So those chicks like that, I'm like, okay, we're done. We're finished. Like, you don't get no calls backs. Like, we're done. You understand? Like, we're over. So it's just like, you're just wasting my time. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm done with that. But again, they're just using you for the attention in that situation. You feel what I mean? They're not really trying to make nothing happen. Now, the next thing is, a chick is using you if she only talks or texts you but never meets up. Okay? So that's the fucking worst. You understand? This is why I be telling guys, only text a chick to set up a date. You understand what I'm saying? And that eliminates a lot of times when chicks will just be going back and forth with you for nothing. You see what I mean? Because women have guys designated to chat with and interact with, and that's really all they're using them for. You understand? See, this is what you gotta understand, the difference between a man and a woman, right? Men generally are more purpose driven, meaning we have a point to why we're doing this. You understand?
Right.
Women are very, like, just flighty in the moment type of thing. You understand? It's like, oh, I'm bored, let me go text this guy. You understand? There's no point in texting him except for the fact she's bored and she wants someone to talk to. You understand? The guy's texting her because he actually wants to have sex with her. He has the point and the purpose of fucking her. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is, this is why I'm saying that you as a man, you have to be on your purpose and say, listen, what are you doing Friday? Let's get together. Period. And if the conversation isn't about that, you stop fucking texting her. You understand what I'm saying? It's that simple. Because if you keep going, talking about your day and asking her all this shit, and she's asking you all these questions and this and this and that, it's like, no. Are we getting together or not? Are we? Yes. Okay, cool. I'll see you when we get together. Are we not? Cool. Right. End of discussion. That's it. Guys be trying to play into the woman's game. Every time you're texting this girl and calling her and speaking to her on the phone for 3 hours and texting her back and forth and doing all this other shit, what you're doing is you're playing her game. You understand? And so you're wasting your time doing that, and she's using you just for that. You're designated as that fucking guy. It's disgusting. It's crazy. But anyway, so I got a few more. So the next one is, she only hits you up when she wants a favor. So basically that's when she needs to move. She needs you to help her move. She's at the airport. She needs you to pick her up. You understand what I'm saying? And that's really the only time you usually even hear from this chick, is when she needs something from you. You understand? Like, yo, Miles, you remember that time, that chick that we did the photo shoot with, and she hit you up, but she was trying to get you into that, like, MLM company joint? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I was tight. And I was like, yo, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I thought it was something gonna pop. And I was like, yeah, you inviting niggas out, it's all good, let's go.
Right.
Nah, son. Mm-hmm. That shit was whack.
That's what I'm saying. And it's sad because the fact that these women don't really have no game, it shows in that type of situation, because you know they'll usually get a super simp to sort of do the shit for them, but a lot of times if they were smart with the game, if they understood, they would say, okay, let me do some shit with this guy and chill with him or whatever. So when I do need something from him, he'll be more, you know, he'll be like, all right, cool, let's make it happen. And then it would be even more of a fair exchange. It's like, all right, cool, you know, you hit me up, I hit you up, we hang out, we fuck around, we do this, we do that. So if you do need something, hey, it's all good, because now, you know, I see you ain't just on some me type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? But it's just chicks, they'll want to ignore you and then all of a sudden call you out the blue and then ask you for shit. I'm like, oh my God.
Right.
That shit is terrible. Shit is fucking terrible. It's disgusting. But anyway. And now, so this.
I thought we were friends.
Exactly. They be giving me that bullshit. Give me that fucking bullshit. And so now the last one is interesting, because this is the only time I feel that it's, you know, at least a little bit interesting when a chick uses you, right? So this last one is, she fucks you on the first date and never calls you again. Okay. She fucks you on the first date. She never calls you again. So she's basically using you for sex in that one night stand. You understand? And
Perfect.
And that right there, I don't mind.
Allow it.
You know, exactly. We'll allow that one.
Yeah.
because and again, this goes to the whole thing where we talk about how guys are sort of like naive when it comes to certain things, because there's a lot of guys that don't know that women do this. Like, there's times when women are horny as fuck. They go out with you and they want to have sex with you, and they might not even be that interested in you. Like, they're interested enough to where they're probably attracted to you. They'll have sex with you, but they just wanted it that day. You understand? They wanted it that night, and that's it. You understand what I'm saying?
Let me tell y'all niggas something about like a woman's menstrual cycle.
Mm-hmm.
They're right, like a lot of women, a few women that I know, and this is something that happens. So it might happen to a lot of women out there. The hormones in the female's body adjust to their state. So when they're about to go through their menstrual, they have to the hormones have to shift to get ready for the changes of the body that's about to come. Like, basically, because they lose a lot of blood. So the hormones have to compensate for the fact that they're going to lose a lot of blood so they can still operate, so they can still, you know, get up and go about their day and do what they have to do as people.
Right.
But I mean, you think about it, a woman loses a lot of blood during her period and all of those things, so your body has to fluctuate. Now, within those fluctuations, that's why you get mood swings and shit. Sometimes women get mad or they get really sad where they cry a lot or emotional. But you have some women who the same shit applies, but it affects their horniness. Right. And they get really fucking horny. Like, I knew a girl, it's like I knew when her period was going to hit. Because right before, she used to get on some freaky shit, be like, because, you know, regular, like, for 3 weeks out the month, I mean, we would fuck or whatever and everything would be cool, but it would be like just regular. But like, there would be that 1 week where she would just like, just come to my crib, and as soon as we get in the door, like, boom, like, she pulling off my pants, sucking me off, all this crazy shit. Right. And I'm like, shit, this bitch's period is about to come.
Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then sometimes it's like you fuck them that night, and then in the morning she run into the bathroom and, you know, fucking around and talking about, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't want to leave no stains in your bed, you know, because they nasty and shit. Yo, let me tell you something. Women are fucking nasty, nigga. Like, you can't be putting them up on no fucking pedestal, man. They fucking bleed once a month, nigga. They're evil. They're disgusting. And, you know, so...
Oh my God. See, this is why they be saying to me, like, you guys are so misogynistic and yada yada yada. I'm like, nah, man.
All I'm saying is you gotta be careful who you fucking with. Be like, I know y'all niggas, you know, that's why you need to know the game, because it's so deep. Like, it's so many things to this whole thing.
Right.
So,
because,
you know, you have to know all the different angles.
Right. And it's not on some like hater shit. It's like, yo, what we're saying, because like as soon as you said chicks are nasty, the first thing that popped in my head was all the chicks that, you know, like I nutted on their face. You understand what I'm saying? So multiply that by the amount of other chicks that other guys are nutting on their face. You feel what I'm saying? Or they're swallowing the cum, or and you know, and you tongue kissing these girls. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like so you know, I'm just saying that's what we're talking about. So when you talking to that girl and she's like, you know, I want to take it slow, but last night she was taking a whole bunch of dick. You feel what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? So it's like
last night she was licking some nigga's asshole out. She was giving that nigga a rim job.
Exactly.
Nasty. She was licking that space between the asshole and the nutsack. Like that's what she was doing last night. And she over here telling you that she need to fucking get to know you. Like,
right.
Come on, son.
Exactly.
Nasty.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I'm just like, I just be looking at chicks sideways like, what? You gotta get to know me. Like, what? Like, come on, dog. Like, stop the nonsense, you know? Cause I'm like, it's just not right, man. It's just not right. You know, I've been with chicks literally, cause you know, I tell y'all, when I be going out with chicks, they be telling me a lot of shit. They be showing me their phone. They be showing me their messages from other niggas. This is partly how I find out a lot of this information. They give it to me. They tell me what the fuck is going on. And then I tell you guys, you understand? So some of the guys that don't want to, understand it, they just, you know, be on some naive shit. But you got to understand that chicks be out here getting it popping. But anyway, listen, we are pretty much done. So
yeah.
So listen, guys, make sure that you go to Bad Boy Membership, join the membership, make sure you get the Bad Boy Seminar. And we will holler at you guys later. Anything else you want to say, Miles, before we get out of here?
Yo, fuck with that membership though.
Exactly.
That's all.
All right, yo, we out of here, man. The truth is inside you. Peace. We gone. Later.
Peace. Later.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.